Parental discretion is advised.
What's up, guys? This week on the Wrestling Mayhem Show, we the people, we believe in the Shield. We talk with Darcy Dixon, new titles, old wrestlers, and the Mayhem Show gets political. Stick around.
Welcome, one and all Mayhemers and Mayhemettes. It is the 357th edition of this, We the Mayhemers, the Wrestling Mayhem Show. I'm Sorgatron coming at you from the Mayhem Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Steel Town. Ready for dishing out another bit of Wrestling Mayhem for you. Later in this first hour, we're going to be talking with Darcy Dixon of Resistance Pro and Renegade Wrestling Alliance, talking with her about intergender wrestling and her involvement in National Pro Wrestling Day, and some really cool talks we had.
National Pro Wrestling Day.
National Pro Wrestling Day. Intergender wrestling. No, that's not going to catch on. But with us, as usual, from Coney Island, in a miscue.
Hot dog!
Hot dog!
Yes.
Disney come to us.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Now we got ears, it's time for cheers. Hot dog, no.
That's right, DJ Lunchbox. Pop a lunchbox to you, kids.
What's up, hot dogs? It's the Wrestling Mayhem Show. That was They Might Be Giants, and Disney isn't suing anyone.
Get up, stretch out, stop on the floor.
Hot diggity dog.
Also coming at us from a lone dorm room with blank walls in San Antonio, Texas, is the Wrestle Fan.
Very lone room, a little bit darker. I don't know if you can tell. That's because most of my light bulbs are out except for one, and I'm too lazy to change it. So
Yes.
yeah, it's Wrestling Mayhem Show time. Let's do this.
Also back with us again from eastern parts of Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, that is Riz of the Zach Rizza, the Riz.
Riztopia.
Riztopia.
Or what was that? What was it? It was like Riz. Was it Riztopia?
Rizopolis. What?
Rizopolis.
I don't know.
That's
Is it?
I think it was Rizopolis. Well, we discussed this at the nice little shindig we had for Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
I am from Rizopolis.
Yes, he is. He is.
And where's my theme music?
Also, currently, mourning the death of his Chachagachi is Chachi.
Why'd you have to bring it up?
I just thought.
Oh, you killed your Tamagotchi?
He committed suicide. No.
He just grew a beak.
I know.
Chachi can't be trusted with a Tamagotchi.
Yeah, we have more of that over on Let's Play at InsertCoinToBegin.com. That'll be up here. How you doing, Chach, other than that?
I'm sad.
Okay.
Sad, Sword.
Well, we're here to cheer you up because this is the Wrestling Damn Mayhem Show. We're at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. We're available on video and audio at iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, Blip TV, Roku, and YouTube. You can drop us a line. Tell us about your Tamagotchi woes at
Good time.
Good time at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You also drop us a line at 412-206-WMS0. And you can also buy the app. It's available, WMS Wrestling Mayhem Show Gold, on your iOS App Store and your Amazon App Store.
There it is.
For Android devices. Yeah, Riz has got it right there, as he usually does. He's got all the episodes, bonus content, and quick links to all the social media and phone call-y ways to get a hold of us. What?
I shouldn't say this, but I never use it, really.
The son of a... Way to plug, man! There's some things
Hey, I bought the app.
He bought it. Put your money where your mouth is. If you want to support us with your $1.99, really, we only see about a third of that. Maybe I can buy everybody a hot dog.
Hot dog, diggity dog.
Yeah.
Something I don't know all the words. Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Hot dog.
The end.
And of course, and let's start the show the only way we know how, other than singing about hot dogs and other questionable meat products. Did you have something there?
Phallic.
Was that a cue to talk about my penis?
No, we're going to talk about fans. Or we're going to read their fan mails, baby. More like it. Who's got the first one?
Oh, wow. Do you want? Let's start.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Every single week, we start with the Spanish email. Every single week. Since they've been coming in, we start with the Spanish email, WrestleFan, and you spend a minute and a half saying, what, maybe
Okay, that's fine. Do you have my theme music for it ready?
Theme music.
Theme music?
Theme
No,
music.
Lunchbox does the theme music for my song.
Yes,
You
I
know
do have
that.
the theme music. Okay. Mexican.
Hola, amigos. It's me, it's El Gran. Keep singing.
What?
El Gran Azul. Viva la raza. Conmigo, Jack Swagger.
Mexican hot dogs.
Olé. And the Google translated version.
Are never, ever,
Long
ever,
live the people. Screw
getting
Jack
back
Swagger.
together.
Olé. When did it turn into the Taylor Swift podcast?
What?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Finish your email.
I finished it.
Oh, shit.
Oh. It was a short one.
Ah,
What, the English? Okay, and
I told you guys the English. Long live the people, screw Jack Swagger, olé.
Olay!
Olay!
All right, I got the next one.
All right, what's up, Josh?
Hello, 10%ers. It's Wrestling Mayhem Tuesday, and that means it's time for Wrestling Mayhem shenanigans.
White guy.
Elimination Chamber was a great PPV. Don't let the haters fool you otherwise. False. The most important thing to take away is that Jack Swagger is your new number one contender to the heavyweight championship. More on Swagger in a minute. The Rock is still the WWE champion, but is he really the people's champion at this point? Raw was pretty good from what I saw, which was mostly the beginning and end. Let's talk about the new WWE title belt. It looks awesome. But CM Punk teased a picture of an early build of it months ago. And I, for one, don't think it's fair that CM Punk never got to show it in his 434-day reign as champ. But The Rock gets to unveil it for his apparently 2.5-month reign? I think the highlight of what I saw from Raw, though, was the Don't Tread on Me promo from Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger. We the people. I'm rooting for Swagger to take the world title away from Del Rio. Don't tell El Gran Azul, though.
Alex, that's racist.
That's racist.
That's done.
Okay.
That's it.
We had another one. If somebody can read this, there's some pictures involved with this other one that was sent to us from somebody new.
Oh,
if you,
it was funny as hell.
All right, can somebody read it and I'll put the pictures up.
Hello, Mayhemers. My name is Logan, but my friends call me the Shockmaster. But anyways,
No, they don't. No, they
It's
do
not
not.
wrestling related.
I live in Guam, and my school gave us laptops that has servers that go through Japan. So when I go to WWE.com, it takes me to WWE.co.jp. And when I was looking around translating things, I found 2 funny things. Well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed, and don't forget,
Okay.
I'm the Shockmaster.
So he sent us a couple pictures where he screen capped what he sees of WWE. Apparently, this is WWE, Japan or whatever. And it's been translated, I guess.
Yeah.
So okay. So he has underlined here at the same. This is about what's WWE. PLO Sports Entertainment WWE for the United States is the world's largest, located in dramatic storyline, just like foreign drama. And he underlines at the same time and settled in pay-per-view tournament that takes place throughout the year. These stories that broke out in the quote low SmackDown NXT is a new story begins from there. This is like reading a Juggalo Jamie email. Quote, WWE is entertainment to thrill fans of tens of millions on the globe, including Japan, the ultimate shame Hollywood. What the hell? All right.
The next one's even better.
All right. And he sends this other picture here. No, that's the Mickey Mouse Club. That's not right. There's it looks like a Superstar page where it's got everybody pictures. But apparently Damien Sandow, the link for him is Damien Birth Canal, and Hornswoggle is Hornswaguru. What?
So
Hornswoggle!
not only do we educate everyone here on the show on pro wrestling, we educate them on Japanese. Apparently, Sandow translate to birth canal.
I guess so. Wow.
Oh, hey, can I just point out that we reached Guam?
Hey!
High five!
Hey,
Wow.
that's pretty
Guam.
Wow. I don't know if I can send stickers there.
No.
Why? It's a state.
Oh, wait. It is a state. Oh, so it's still just America.
It's the
No.
52nd state, and we've never reached it before.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So,
So
Yeah.
everybody all together now. Hello, Guam.
Guam.
Welcome to America.
And the Mayhem Nation. Fantastic.
Wow, this got really...
That's awesome. What? What's your problem, Riz?
USA.
We-
USA.
USA, USA, including Guam, including. Well, no, okay.
well, it's a part of the U.S.
It is a part of the
It
USA.
received a quarter. All right.
It got a quarter.
Yeah, when
That's
they
a
did
quarter?
those state quarters, Guam got a quarter.
Go Guam.
So did Puerto Rico.
All right,
Puerto Rico's actually closer
dude.
to
I was
becoming.
excited when I sent stickers to Hawaii. You know,
Puerto Rico's actually fun fact. Puerto Rico's actually closer to becoming a state than Guam is, though.
Okay.
Like Puerto Rico has actually proposed a vote for
Where
it.
is Guam? Google.
However, if Puerto Rico joins the United States, the unemployment rate is gonna increase dramatically because most of Puerto Rico doesn't have jobs.
Oh, that's
Oh.
great.
Yeah,
It's like if we bought Mexico
right,
again.
right.
Wow. Now that we're off.
But
that note-
if we take back Canada, then we are golden.
that's not where Guam is.
Like, take back Canada?
Well, yeah.
We
you
didn't
not
have it
seen
and then,
Canadian bacon?
and then sell it.
Yeah, we did. We sold it to the French.
I thought there was a war about that.
No.
Pretty sure there's
No.
No.
That was between the French and the Canadians, and I don't think that involved us at all.
No.
no.
Yeah, we had Canada once.
Oh, the French and the Indians.
Then we gave it up. We're like, fuck Canada. We don't need a
How did-
hat.
That's too cold there.
Or
Yeah.
that's what
How do we let
different
that thing
French are
go?
thinking of.
Yeah, we needed. We were at the time. The founding fathers were like, we don't need a hat.
Mm.
Fuck Canada. Get out of here. And then little did we know that owning Canada would actually be a great thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
That every country in the world would fight over Canada.
Free healthcare. Free healthcare that even covers abortions, right, LB?
Yep.
That is correct.
That's why we should have taken Australia too.
I
But no.
don't see why that's so funny, WrestleFan.
I don't know. I just don't know why he asked an LB about that.
Because I showed Sorg a show that involved Canada and kept referencing the fact that their national healthcare
That was
system covers abortion.
apparently the drive
We-
home part.
Wheels
was
Ontario.
Wheels Ontario.
Wheels Ontario.
Yeah, it was tremendous. I need to get somewhere.
Ah, my calf muscle, you bastard.
All right, we got some
I love
more.
your Canadian
We got some more. Let's see. We had Alex and Grant Alzo already, right?
I read two of them.
Oh, you know
Except for the
what's
big one.
you know what's up, LB.
Did you
Yes,
break
I do.
it down?
Did I what?
Did you break it down?
Yes.
Phil,
Hit it.
Phil.
Cool, dead air.
That's you. I was giving you the opening.
Go ahead.
I was waiting for the music.
It's coming.
Do I cue the music or does the music cue me?
Things just happen.
It's the age-old question. What it is, Mayhem Crew? It's me. It's me. It's ... me. It's fan of the year, Big PPC. So, Elimination Chamber was pretty good. No more singing. YouTube exclusive pre-show match. Brothers Clay. Oh, God, I scrolled right past it. Brothers Clay and Insight versus Team Rhodes Scholars. The pre-show match with Sandow and Rhodes versus Tensia and Clay. 3 times he said it. So, Team Rhodes Scholars back for one night only. Brothers Clay and Tensia win. And dance, dance, dance. Somebody called my mama, because Cameron has a thing for Tensia, I believe. Them would be some crazy-looking babies. Just saying.
Oh.
Like, really, just take 5 seconds and look what you're typing. That's it. You spelled tensai right once and wrong 3 times. United States Championship match. Antonio Cesaro vs. Miz was very good. I like the finish because it forced the feud to continue without anyone taking loss. Miz with low blow cause Cesaro knocked his leg out from under him and Miz fell on the United States Champion's balls. Ouch.
Stop it! I hit the wrong one. There we go.
Number 1 contenders elimination chamber match. Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan versus Kane versus Chris Jericho versus Mark Henry versus Jack Swagger. Bold letters match of the night. I was most happy with the whole match. From start to finish, this match had it all. From the Bride or Jericho start anytime these two are in the ring. Together it is great. Interaction with Kane and D. Bryan to the Orton coming in the match, me wanting to vomit. Swagger coming in, holding his own in the match to Mark Henry, acting like a beast on Final Chamber, crushing Bryan and Kane with world's strongest slams, throwing pathetic Randy Orton through pod, and big boot from Swagger with Code Breaker and RKO out of nowhere. What the fuck? Beats Mark is still hope with Jagger and Jericho and Swagger, right? So Randy pins Jericho and Swagger steals victory with a roll-up. The real American Jack Swagger and his manager Zeb to face Del Rito or Ziggler at Mania. Fan-fucking-tastic. Fuck yeah! The Shield versus John Cena and Ryback and Sheamus the Sword. Okay, aka Super Friends. The unstoppable Super Friends were stopped, and Reigns speared Sheamus through barricade like a deer in the headlights personality Lillian Garcia.
What?
I don't know. I think she forgot there was a wrestling match going on. LOL. Damn. Believe in the Shield. Ambrose, Reigns, and Rollins. Good stuff. WWE Divas Championships match. Caitlyn versus Tamina. Yeah, this happened. Caitlyn win. WWE Championship match. The Rock versus CM Punk. If Rock is counted out or disqualified, CM Punk win the title. I scrolled away. Oh, if the Rock wins, it was decent match, I guess, but I would have rather had some sort of tomfoolery or BS or any reason for Punk to have a legitimate reason to have triple threat match for title at Mania instead of once in a lifetime bullshit. On to the questions. If I could pick any 3-man team, past, present, or future, to feud with the Shield, who would it be? I would say triple threat with Bam Bam, Bigelow, Lance Storm, and Just Incredible, or 3-member of Hart Foundation. Bret Hart, Owen Hart, and British Bulldog, or other Canadian trio, Christian, Lance Storm, and Chris Jericho. If you could bring your favorite independent wrestler to TNA or WWE, who would it be? El Generico and Colt Cabana would be mine. Till next time, I might send in raw thoughts, but if I can, but until next time, take care, Mayhem Crew. It's me, BBC. Keep up. Great show.
All right, picking up a 3-man team. Who wants to go first with that one?
I will.
All right, Chachi.
He said past or present, so
Or
I will
future.
say Canadian wrestler X, William Regal, and Daniel Bryan.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
Well, you have to look at it from
That's
this
good.
way.
I
It would
like
be different from the brute force that they're sending after him now.
Yeah.
It would actually force the Shield to have to wrestle, and those 3 men would torture the hell out of the Shield.
Okay.
It would be mat wrestling out the ass, and those guys can't do it. Or at least, I mean, as far as their characters are showing at this point in time, those guys can't mat wrestle.
Okay. Well, what about you, LB? You got 3?
I was inspired by his choice of Bam Bam Bigelow, so we're going to keep Bigelow in the mix, and we're going to add in Shane Douglas and Oh God, why I'm blanking on his name. Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Jesus
Vader.
Christ.
Vader.
What? No, not Vader.
It's time. It's time. It's
I wonder
Vader.
what Vader looks
Chris
like.
Candido.
Oh yeah, Chris.
Wow.
Chris Candido. Bam Bam Bigelow, Shane Douglas, and Chris Candido. They can do the technical mat wrestling. They can do the brute force, like just brutal beatings, and they can do crazy weapon violence. So, yeah, I think they could have a nice violent match with the Shield.
Okay. All right. What about you, Riz?
I'm going to go a different way.
Okay.
I'm going to go full brute
He's gonna
strength.
pick divas.
Well, yeah.
It's gonna be all
let's
the
see.
Great Khali.
1, Great Khali.
No.
2, Yokozuna.
Yes.
And 3,
Rikishi?
no. Vader. Just that brute force and the Great Khali.
Brute Force and Great Khali.
I like it.
So while Vader and Yokozuna are wrestling, Big Khali is still walking down to the ring.
Yes. That's exactly why. Because two of the Shield can go on one, is only half of Yokozuna.
That's true.
Or
WrestleFan.
As far as the Shield goes, I'll go to 3 members from the original Nexus, because let's be honest, that's pretty much what the Shield is.
Which 3?
Carver?
Barrett, Gabriel, and Slater. I'll say those are the ones I guess sort of stick out.
Slater?
What? Well, who else? I mean, who
Slater
else?
was a little more serious. back then,
Ryback.
Sword.
No,
Yeah.
Ryback.
I would have to go with the already trio of the machines, including the Giant Machine.
Yes. Andre the Giant Machine.
That was not Andre the Giant. It's obviously
Giant Machine
somebody
was
else.
Andre the Giant.
What are you
Fuck
talking
your mouth.
about?
Fuck
No,
your mouth.
he's
Look it up.
obviously
Look
a
it up.
different guy.
Goddamn
He's on.
nerd.
Look at
Look it
him.
up.
He's under a mask.
The internet will support me.
It's someone else.
He
It
seriously
wasn't
is.
him.
Hot diggity dog.
Wait, hey Sorg.
Yes.
Sorg.
Yes.
So you're meaning to tell me that the Blue Blazer was not Owen Hart?
What are you talking about?
The Patriot was not Hulk Hogan.
No.
The Patriot wasn't Hulk
The
Hogan.
Patriot was
You're
not
thinking
Hulk
about Mr.
Hogan.
America.
Mr. America, whatever.
He was also not Hulk Hogan.
Same thing.
Also
He
not
took
Hulk
a lie
Hogan.
detector test.
Nope. Look, he did take a lie detector test.
A lie
And
detector.
you think
And-
Mr. America would lie to you?
I would just point out that as a criminal justice student, lie detectors are not admissible in court.
That's
This
a
thing.
myth.
Or
That's a myth.
Also, Fandango is totally not Johnny Curtis with like a new skin mask.
what?
Wow, that just brought everything to a halt.
That means nothing to me.
Thank you.
Next email. We have a
There's
next
another
email.
Another question.
Oh, another question.
If you could bring your favorite independent wrestler to TNA or WWE, who would it be?
Oh, I wonder what.
Wow, haven't most of our favorite independent wrestlers already been to one or the other at this point?
John
Oh,
McChesney or
There you
Jason Gorey?
There you go. There you go. You're going local. That's all right. That's all right. What about you, LB?
No, come back to me.
Local.
Riz?
Correct.
I was either going to say John McChesney or Dalton Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Dalton Castle would be a good one.
WrestleFan? ACH boner.
Let me guess, ACH.
Let me
ACH
take my
boner.
boner away.
ACH.
ACH boner. Put the boner away.
Yeah, I mean, because seriously, he can do Kofi
Because,
Kingston's job so much better.
He's
I
a
don't
better
care- I don't care
Kofi
what anyone
Kingston
says.
He already has a wrestle buddy.
than that.
Yeah, because
Or, no, I'm sorry, a brawling buddy.
Yeah. So.
I'm
all right.
sorry. I said wrestle
Chachi?
buddy.
I already went.
Oh wait, you did go.
Yeah.
I'll go because
Yes.
we're waiting on LB.
Yeah.
I will second the Dalton Castle. I think that's a guy that can do great things if he's in front of the camera on a big stage of WWE. In all these cases, I would just rather them go to WWE than TNA,
Right.
just in general, because
Right.
I just think they would just do better. And Johnny Gargano.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think is I don't know ready, but he's getting there, and it's got to happen in the next couple of years, man.
Since I guess some of you can attest to this, and since he's gotten a couple of tryouts, I think already, Sami Callihan.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I
he's but he's along the lines of like Dean Ambrose. Like I'm like,
use
really?
his slave name.
The slave name. I didn't expect him. See what you started. I didn't expect Dean Ambrose when it was first time, but I mean he's bulked up and stuff. He fits the part. He's fine up there.
I don't think Sami would fit in well. He's too small.
What? I never thought.
Too small.
Dude, I never thought Daniel Bryan wouldn't look how he's doing.
They said the same thing about Daniel Bryan.
He's too small.
They said the same thing about CM Punk.
Yeah, I mean all these guys, and it's not like he's going to go there and do exactly the same stuff he's doing now.
Also, I want to elaborate on that question with another question. Those people that you named, what do you think their WWE name would be? Since you mentioned slave names.
I'm hoping Johnny Bananas would be the one. And
they stole it from us.
Yes,
Dalton Peacock.
There you go. Dalton Peacock. There you go. Birdman. The Birdman Dalton Castle.
Unfortunately, I think Jason Gory's name in WWE would be Ref.
Referee number 1. Papa Lunchbox?
Just because he's a small guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I vote for Facade, but unfortunately TNA fucks up everything, including voting on a website.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. From the chat room, we got Alex Carr says Freight Train. Texas Army Rachel Summerlin. Oh, man, she would be a really good kick-ass diva, wouldn't she? Wrestler says, look at Callahan's attire.
Bobby says beef Chesterflex.
There you go.
I don't know what that means.
Sorry. Hi,
And
Chachi.
child.
And that's it. Next email.
There's no more email.
There's no more email.
There's a voicemail from
There
BF.
is a voice email. A voice email?
Yeah, voice email from BFD.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. We almost got this. Did we talk to We got Garza here.
We didn't get Garza.
Hey, Mayhem, this is Ciro from the Wrestling Revolution. Cheap plug. Go check them out.
Hi, Ciro.
Yeah. In the long-lasting tradition of fan mail, let's review Raw. Raw was good. Good job. On to other things. I want to be given the chance to be the first, or so I think, fan mail remember when. You see, today I woke up and I was watching out my window when it came to me. Remember when? And actually, it's our right. He says in here, insert long pause, tilt head to the left. We're all looking to the right. It's your left. Crazy. Remember science. Remember when big names of wrestling would debut or jump promotions? It's like nowadays, the only thing we get are new guys or old timers returning. Whatever happened to that big name coming in from somewhere else? I was remembering when Diamond Dallas Page debuted in WWE and everyone immediately recognized him. JR went crazy. By God, DDP is a stalker. And you instantly had a wet dream about all the new possibilities of DDP jumping to WWE. He was straight on to feud with Undertaker, and you could only imagine all the other passable feuds to come up. So, Mayhem, what are your remember whens about big names jumping promotions or debuting?
Can I just say it first? I think the reason we don't see it as much anymore is because the Monday Night Wars is over.
That's basically it. And
yeah, does he know that WCW closed? That's not a thing anymore. It's not just not on TV. It doesn't exist.
Yeah. Plus the internet, and plus it just TNA isn't big enough. If an AJ Styles came over, they would debut him in NXT. It just doesn't matter anymore.
They'd just fire him.
Yeah. I mean,
they hire him just to fire him.
Even when they brought back Tensai, they were like, "Oh, he was a big thing in Japan, and now he's dancing with Brodus Clay." It doesn't matter. There's nothing.
Oh, Giant Bernard.
There's nothing.
Slave name.
I'm sorry.
And of course, Texas Anarchy. When will Robbie E jump and have an epic feud with Zack Ryder?
Never.
Ugh.
All right, hey, so remember ones real quick. Your jump overs that you liked. LP, you got one?
Well, it was always fun for me to see ECW guys show up on WWE TV.
Yeah. They had a lot going on there. Yeah.
When they did the lead up to the One Night Stand pay-per-view, the first one, when all of ECW showed up, it was actually in Pittsburgh, and it was my first live Raw show, and I chanted ECW so hard I had to sit down because I got lightheaded.
That's right. Right. Wrestle fan?
And I know we kind of mentioned that TNA's sort of not really that threat anymore, but when Christian Cage went from WWE to TNA, that was something. I thought I felt like deal. That it felt big and it felt like it meant something, and they kind of pooped on him. So
no, they did.
No, they gave him the world title for a while.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did good.
I was saying in his last year they sort of pooped on him.
That happens because he was going out. Riz?
Yeah.
Well, first, nobody can top Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
If the Y2J clock.
He was the first one to do the
He was
big,
the
big
first
jump
one
from WCW because everybody went over there.
And he made it work. He was the first guy who made The Rock look like a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And he was awesome at it.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're going, and the one I also remember is when Kurt Angle went over TNA.
Yeah, I think that was the last big one.
Yeah.
I got like one that comes to mind, the Radical. No, I didn't want to do that one. But seriously, the Radicals when they came over, Benoit, Malenko, Saturn, and Guerrero. I mean that's a big deal. But no, the one I wanted to say was Flair. The real world champion when they showed off that belt for several months and he came in. Like, that was my first, like, there's other wrestling but WWF kind of situations there, you know? So, there you go. Got nothing?
No, I got nothing.
Chachi's got nothing. Chachi doesn't like wrestling.
What?
Chachi is sad because
You're going to
Chachi
start shit now, Sorg.
All right, we do got...
Can I point something out? When I was reading that email, I've got I'm on my laptop here where Ian's are seeing me through, and over here I'm watching a bunch of old Royal Rumbles, and the 2010 pay-per-view Royal Rumble came on, and while I was in the middle of that email, I had to stop because I saw Edge come out. Then I remembered that 2010 was the year that Edge made his surprise return. That WrestleFan spoiled for me, and I got mad all over again.
Yep, you're never going to let me live that down, ever.
Never.
Fuck you,
ever,
WrestleFan.
ever. Fucking WrestleFan ruining Edge. Next time Edge comes back, you're going to ruin that for me, too. I can smell it.
Edge isn't coming back.
What?
Oh.
What?
he's going to come back as a Latin lover.
What?
Oh, Latin lover.
Google it.
Royal Rumble.
Google it,
Anyways,
WrestleFan.
Google it.
YouTube
Safe search on.
yes, please. We got a voicemail.
No, safe search off.
We got a voicemail.
Different thing
Need to learn.
Oh, fucking giggity! I know I'm late. 9:02. Probably in the middle of doing a show right now. Probably having a good fucking time.
Maybe.
I want to let you know something.
Yeah?
John Cena is an alright human being.
Okay.
That's all. And it's going to be okay. I think Rock Cena too is going to be all right.
Okay.
Rock going to be great. All right.
Is he drunk?
And I think
He's
I
driving.
may have found the reason that Ricardo Rodriguez carries around said bucket. It doesn't look like there's any stars in it. I think that he's just carrying around this bucket with a towel and has the Mexican flag on it in the event that Alberto Del Rio has to take a massive dump. Because, listen, Alberto Del Rio is an aristocrat. He may or may not have time to go back to the back and actually shit in a toilet. But he may have time to shit in a bucket and thus hide the poop that comes out. Because, as we all know, Mexican aristocrats poop sterling silver. So these are the sorts of things that I may be able to provide to you as part of a knowledge transfer program from the south to the north. This has been Bo fucking Diggity. Bo F Diggity. The F is for flatulence, and you're fucking welcome. Bye.
Wow. Thank you, Bo Diggity.
What just happened?
I want to know why
was a Sonic
John Cena
assault.
is all of a sudden a good human being.
I'm guessing because of that porn star thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Porn
That's all I
star
can
thing.
think of.
Oh, that thing that no
We'll
one
get
cares
into the
about.
round table. sure.
Side
Yeah,
note,
let's get into the round table.
Soon.
I think
Side
the new
note.
belt.
No,
is
no, no,
great.
we're not there yet.
I
No,
think
Whoa.
Wait,
We got something
what?
else. We got a couple
What's
other
up,
things
hot
before we get
dogs?
there.
Welcome to the
No,
Wrestling
no, that's
Mayhem
the
Show,
beginning.
episode
That's the
500
beginning.
and something
wait,
or other.
Wait, LB. Introduce.
You have been listening to the
No,
Wrestling Mayhem Show. You
stop
can
it.
find us on
No.
Spreaker, Stitcher, iTunes, Facebook, Google Plus.
Wait.
Guys,
Wait.
Hold on. No.
What part of the show are we
Hot dog,
on?
hot diggity
Hey, you
dog.
guys-
We've got ears, it's time to hear. Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
We have
It's
ears,
Love the
time for
insert coin to
cheers, you
begin that
asshole.
presents. Oh,
It's time for the voicemail. Did you just turn me down? You turned everyone down.
All right. What we do have for you right now is an interview pre-taped at this past weekend's RWA Fury 4 with Darcy Dixon. Here's to me.
You turned me back up.
Hey guys, it's Sorg here again before another event that we're doing here with Sorgatron Media. This time it's RWA Fury 4 here in West Newton, PA. I'm here with our guest at this time, Darcy Dixon, joining us for the first time on the show. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. Thanks for being on here. Now, it's always great to see. One thing I like about RWA is we get to see women's wrestling, which seems to be really lacking here in the Pittsburgh area. It's nice that we do have this spot to do that. First, where are you hailing from? Like, where you come from?
I am from Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is there more women's wrestling going on down there?
You know, I don't know how to compare it because all I know about Pennsylvania so far is this show. And then, of course, I came up for last week or earlier this month. So, I mean, I wouldn't say there's a lot, but, you know, I stay fairly busy. Actually not in the Asheville area, but in North and South Carolina, I stay fairly busy.
Good. So, how long have you been wrestling? How'd you get started?
Well, it's kind of a weird story how I got started in wrestling. I took a route I don't think most people do. I was very interested in it and couldn't really find anyone to train me. And then it was it was before the time that Resistance Pro started. But when Resistance Pro started, they kind of like set out a tweet that was like, if you're interested in being a valet or anything like that, send your stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I already was friends with some independent wrestlers that were sending their stuff, so I was like, well, that's something that I could do with no experience. Not necessarily valet, but one of the things was ring girls. And actually, one of the pieces of advice I got was like, you probably can't valet because you don't have experience, but send them your stuff and they might let you be a ring girl. So I sent them my stuff, some pictures and stuff, and they asked me to cut a promo, which I had never done before. So they didn't even tell me about what. So I just cut like this, probably the worst promo ever, and they probably still have it, and they're probably going to use it against me. But they gave me a call back, and the feedback I got was, we see something there, and we'd love for you to keep working and keep sending us your stuff. And so I just kept cutting promos and hoping that I'd get a spot, and I guess I did get a spot. And when I started going up there, I wanted to wrestle, like I really did, but there's just, anyone that tries to get into wrestling knows it's not exactly easy to find a good trainer. So Raven just kept telling me, like, if you're going to be doing this, you need to train. And he was right. Like, he was like, you're on a fairly big show, you need to get trained. So he hooked me up with Lodi, and I started training with him, and I trained with him for, I guess I started in April of this year. I started training with Ric Flair's daughter, Ashley. And she's a very talented athlete, so I feel like we had a good chemistry, and we were able to get a lot done in a short period of time. And the rest is just, Lodi got me set up with my first match, and I've been wrestling since, and I've since been able to wrestle for Resistance Pro, as you know. So, it's kind of like I got the job before I did the training, so I kind of had to, like, on the back end, work really, really hard to earn it. And I still am.
Excellent. So Resistance Pro, pretty big deal. Billy Corrigan's fed, if people don't know. That's really been getting a lot of traction, getting a lot of noise out there.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I love being a part of it. If you're on the outside looking in, you don't really get a sense, but in a lot of promotions, it's just people come in and then they leave.
Yeah.
It's like, but there, I honestly, like, people refer to it as the R Pro family, and to a certain extent, it kind of is. Like, I look forward to going out there, and we support each other. And I think it at least has that. Everybody that's up there, I feel like, really believes in it. So I think that makes a difference, hopefully.
Now, how's you've been here? I think it was your third month in a row here with RWA, something like that. I know I've seen you here.
Yeah, I think it's the third time I've been up. Yeah.
So how are you? We're kind of out here in kind of the backwoods of Pennsylvania here.
No, I mean, I've told everyone that I've talked to about the crowd here, like no matter what the numbers are, it feels like a big crowd, and they're really passionate about it. So I always really look forward to coming up here because I know when I come out, the crowd is going to be there and really into the matches, and that's what I like about it.
I was very surprised. I got to go out to National Pro Wrestling Day a few weeks ago, a big event, a lot of guys on the show. We talked a lot about it. And it was really cool to kind of see all the trends going on in pro wrestling from different groups, including Resistance Pro. You were on there in a mixed tag. And I know there's been a little bit of controversy over that going on. There's a little bit of discussion. But not just yours, but in general, there's this interesting conversation that's been coming up about intergender wrestling and just all around, right? And I know I was excited to see some of it because I know, friends of ours, watching Anarchy Pro, seeing like Rachel Summerlin down there and everything, and it was really cool to see a few different takes on that. What's your take on it? Just straight up intergender wrestling as it is.
I mean, I don't know if your question needs to be more specific, but I mean, I'm all for it. I enjoyed the match, but. I mean, I guess it depends on what aspects of it you're exactly are.
Well, and not just your match. I mean, there was comments on, I think, on the same, like the first match of the card that you were on, there was like a tag team match with a girl on there. And I've seen comments of like, oh, it just looks like they're beating up women, is the comment that I'm seeing. And again, not just your match. This has been from a couple of them. I thought the first match was great. I thought, a lot of the intergender stuff was really good. It wasn't just, it was competitive,
Yeah.
And there's a lot of talk, like I know I've heard someone in wrestling saying, the guys taking bump for girls, that's not a cool thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that.
And then the other way too of just girls looking like they're just getting beat up by the guys.
Well, I feel like if I were to go head to head and fight Jay Bradley or Robert Anthony, I should not look like it's easy.
Yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, I am making the decision to do it. So whatever happens to me once I'm in there is kind of, it should be realistic.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem with it myself being beat up by a guy at all, as long as I would have much more problem with going in there and cleaning house.
Yeah.
Because that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Now, from their perspective, I don't know how they would feel. I don't know how they feel. Well, actually, I do know that they didn't have. It's hard to I don't know how every man would feel taking a bump for someone my size or someone such as myself, because then the next person they may wrestle may say, I don't want to wrestle you. You lay down for a girl. But I know that I felt like in the match I was with Resistance Pro that it was a very, I was on equal footing with them as far as putting the match together. They didn't make me feel like I was less of a person. They were like, how can we make this make sense?
And I know there was a pretty good, I saw some of your tweets afterwards, what the comment was, the women looking weak, and there's some pictures of some of the moves that you pulled off in the match.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I should look weaker than them. I hate to say, but I did look at some of the comments, and there were some comments that were like, in the other match, which I didn't get to see, but I would have loved to see it. I love watching other women wrestle, and I would have loved to have seen that match, but unfortunately I was in the back. And it was probably a great match. It had great feedback as well, but we were trying to, that we weren't trying to be like them. And I know a lot of people said, well, the difference was the girls in that match, which I didn't see, held their own more. And I don't know who was in that match or really anything about it other than the fact, Thunder Kitty and I were in the ring with Jay Bradley and Robert Anthony, who I have an incredible amount of respect for. And if you were to say, we look like we were outclassed by them, that's fine. They're incredible. So it's we can't, it's not that there was a difference in our talent level. Thunder Kitty and I are, well, I can't speak for her, but I think she's fairly new, not as new as I am. But there's going to be a difference. But you know, I don't know other than that. Like, I know the way we worked it was a little different, and I know people had some issues with the finish, but I felt good about it. Good. Yeah.
It definitely was an interesting look at what's going on in Resistance Pro. You know, seeing that. And again, I was really glad to see all the different styles. Like you guys brought something different than the other intergender match and the other matches in general. I thought it was a really good showcase all around for that day. So excellent. So let's lighten it up a little before we get out of here. We have this question that we ask everybody.
Okay.
So tell me, if you were a vegetable, what kind of vegetable would you be?
You ask every person this?
Yes, even Shane Taylor last month.
Okay, so I have a question to ask you first.
Okay.
Why do you ask every person this question?
This is not my question. This is a question submitted by one of the other Mayhemers. Okay. This is kind of like a personality test.
Okay, if I were a vegetable, what kind of vegetable would I be? I would be Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
No one ever eats the Brussels sprouts. So I'd be safe. Be safe for a while.
All right, that's good. That's good. So tell me, where? Hold on. Tell me. It just kind of all hit me at once. Excellent. So tell me, where can people see you coming up, and where can they find you online? Anywhere else? How can they get a hold of you and see you and check
Well, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at D_RC Dixon because I have apostrophe in there that everybody leaves out. Facebook, same thing. Darcy Dixon, and I'm going to be in Chicago again soon. I'm not exactly sure when, but their next show coming up. I'm not sure if I'm going to be there next weekend, but their next show. And I'm all over North and South Carolina, so you'll see me.
Excellent. Go check her out, Darcy Dixon. Thanks for joining us here on with RWA on the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Sorg, for that great interview we had with Darcy Dixon back at RWA. This past weekend, very very interesting talks, and it was a great interview. Speaking of that, let's talk about RWA here in the Indie Minute for this week. RWA Fury 4 was this past weekend in West Newton, Pennsylvania, and Sorg and Chachi were there doing the stuff for Sorgatron Media. How do you guys think the event went? Chachi, go on.
And Chachi.
That's how Chachi about the event went.
Where'd he go?
Sorg, make that face again. Please make that face again. I need to see that face. That makes me so happy.
Wait, are we walking out on WrestleFan again?
Oh my goodness.
He's back. Sorry.
Chachi's
The whole indie minute thing. No, RWA was this weekend, and it was pretty good. I felt like it was one of the most entertaining outings by RWA in quite a long time. Really solid show, top to bottom. A lot of new faces doing some cool stuff.
I heard there was fire.
There was fire. The Dr. Feelbat was in a street fight with Kato that involved a fire bat and thumbtacks. Chachi, you got a little bit of a close
Kato
view on all that stuff. Miss Chow Chachi.
Kato!
What'd you think of the show? You got a first-hand experience of all of it.
Wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad?
There was none of the real shenanigans that had been at the previous shows.
Mm-hmm.
No super Oprahs, no dumbass.
It was straightforward. It was Fury, man. It lived up to its name.
Yeah.
Serious.
There were street fights.
They were furious.
There were people fighting all over the place.
Yes.
And there was good matches.
Yes.
Yeah. So I definitely had a lot of fun. Definitely attending it, and from our angle here on production at least. And guys, we're watching the show as much as anybody else is. I'm having fun watching it as I'm doing my job.
Right.
You're up there watching it firsthand and having a blast.
Right.
So
Sometimes.
Had
a hiccup.
Yeah. So no, I thought it was really good. I thought it came off really good. So I think it was the third largest attendance night too.
Yep.
So
very cool.
Real good stuff. Stuff's already popping up. The wrap up is over on rwalive.com, and the DVD will be up for sale. Actually, DVD's already up for sale at sorgatronmedia.com, and the digital download will be up here shortly, I believe.
Cool.
Maybe. So, yeah, back to you.
Well, the other things we're going to talk about here on the Indie Minute is the stuff going down in the Texas area this weekend. Big stuff going down for our good friends at Anarchy Championship Wrestling. Their next event is this Sunday, the 24th, for an absence of law. It's going to be a very interesting event. Colt Cabana is making his ACW return as he teams with Pierre Abernathy to challenge for the tag team titles held by Jojo Bravo and Angel Blue of The Business. That will be a fun one. Also, Ring of Honor star Jimmy Jacobs will be there taking on Davey Vega. A lot of great stuff, a lot of the Texas talent, a lot of the best independent talent will be at that show at the Mohawk in Austin, Texas. It should be a very fun one. If you want your tickets for that event, you can go to anarchychampionshipwrestling.com and go get your tickets for that event at the Mohawks, 912 Red River Street in downtown Austin, Texas. Also, if you're in Austin 2 nights before, the Friday, the 22nd before, Colt Cabana will be filming a live Art of Wrestling podcast at the New Movement Theater, and we'll also be doing an improv show after that, also at the New Movement Theater on downtown Lavaca, 616 Lavaca in downtown Austin. You can get your tickets for that. I believe the website is improvwins.com, and you can order your tickets for either just the Art of Wrestling or the improv show, or both. So you can go check them out. I will be there, so it should be a fun time. Get to see Colt Cabana both in the ring on Sunday and behind a microphone on Friday. So that'll be fun stuff. And the final thing I want to talk about on this week's Indie Minute is our good friends at AIW, who have an event coming up that you should be looking out for in the beginning of March. Their Girls Night Out 8 event, a very big event for them, not just because it's their annual all-girls show, to sort of showcase the best female talent in the U.S., but also it's AIW's first iPay-per-view that they're going to be doing from smvod.com, smartmarkvideoondemand.com. They're doing their first iPay-per-view, and it's, to me, it's good to see other companies, like smaller companies like that, but that sort of have a big enough presence, sort of spreading their wings and going into iPay-per-view, because I think it's a market that a lot of companies can tap into to gain viewership from people that wouldn't normally check out the event live. That's going to be a really fun one. So like I mentioned, you can go to smvod.com, also aiwrestling.com to get all your tickets for that event. That's going to be in Cleveland, Ohio, March 1st. Allison Kay will be defending her AIW women's title against a mystery opponent that hopefully will soon be announced. Also, there is a Climb the Ranks tournament featuring some of the best female talent, which leads to a 4-way ladder match, and the winner of that ladder match will become number one contender for the AIW Women's Championship. So it should be a very fun time. Like I mentioned, if you want more information, go to aiwrestling.com. And that, my friends, is the Indie Minute for this week.
Thank you, WrestleFan. And of course, on the iPay-per-view thing, one thing I think it's really nice is it is, I think, fairly accessible for smaller companies like that. From what I saw, it's very, I know how one of the groups operates as far as the iPay-per-views, and it's as long as you can make the connection, then they'll do the rest and you're set up. There's not a lot of overhead other than the technology. Right. And a lot of this, I don't think, is much more technology than what most of us have on hand these days.
And I know Smart Mark Video has been doing this stuff for AIW as a recent, I believe, and they will be doing the iPay-per-view. They will have their own crew there doing the iPay-per-view, and Smart Mark Video has it down. They've done iPay-per-views for Wrestling is Fun and for the Chicago, and they did it for National Pro Wrestling Day. So they have it down, I think.
For sure. And it's pretty nice. And they got a nice collection of groups that they have involved with the iPay-per-view concept. So it's really nice. They have everything kind of under that nice big brand, including did they take on Prime Wrestling here? Am I looking? No, I'm sorry. They have the DVDs for Prime Wrestling.
They have some Prime shows on there.
Prime actually had an iPay-per-view. I feel bad that we didn't bring it up. I don't think I was aware of it until late last week. But Prime actually had an iPay-per-view this past weekend, and
cool.
That's still on GFL Go Fight Live, which I believe that is the only one that you can get on a Roku box still. I'll have to double check. So I'm always a little iffy with that one because it doesn't look like such a great site. but it has that access. So I think that's really important, and I'd like to see some of these guys do the same thing. But you never know.
Yeah, I know. Also, Go Fight Live and also WWN Live does really good stuff with iPay-per-views and that. That's the only thing for companies that aren't like doing their iPay-per-views through SmartMark. I wonder if there's any issue with the because I heard there was issue with it's been publicized that there was issue with CZW because CZW uses hybrid for their iPay-per-views.
Yeah.
However, they also recently just put their stuff on SmartMark.
Yeah.
So then there was a controversy there. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of great providers out there that will do your iPay-per-views, and if you have a big enough audience, and if you have I guess a good enough show that you could put out for $15 for someone to buy an iPay-per-view, I definitely think you should.
Yep. So go check that out. I think it's a good concept, a good way to support indie wrestling that's not necessarily in your town and it reach out. I think it's nice that it disseminates that kind of stuff. So good to see it growing. So
wow,
with that,
big words.
That's the first half. We're gonna go check out what's going on in Gold and a little bit else what's going on in the wrestling world. We'll be back with
go disseminate that.
A very disseminated. Remember when?
Now, are you like chewing them, or are you just swallowing them whole?
No, I'm chewing them. Listen, man, you choke on food once, you don't take any risks. Well, I know there was Americans in there. Nobody even got up.
Do you think it was part of a show?
I think they were fucking assholes. Wedge salad.
Yeah, their wedge salad's delicious. They put blue cheese dressing on it and bacon.
For all intensive purposes, that's not even food.
Intensive?
When I was a little kid, it was a little bit. Yeah, I stay up late, but just a little bit. In my curfew, deemed by the street light. As much as I did then, I still love a street fight. I had a job that was legal and illegal. Over or under the table, I'm known for scheming on people. Known for speeding the vehicle, bourbon slurping and spitting fruit. Calling me an asshole ever since I was a little dude.
Hey guys, thanks. Welcome back to the Wrestling Mayhem
What
Show.
the hell?
It's that time for us to do our favorite segment every week. We remember when? This week, of course, we had the big title belt comeback last night on Raw. So, think back. What were your favorite title belts over the years? There's been a lot of renditions, hot dog championships, whatever.
Okay, I missed so much. When did Sorg get a frog hat?
What are you talking about? What are you talking
wait.
about? The audio listeners don't give a crap what you're talking about. Wrestle
Sorg has
fan,
always
what's your
had that
favorite
frog
belt?
hat.
My favorite belt.
Sorg has never not had a frog hat.
Looking back on it, I think my favorite belt was the WWF Championship from I want to say 99 to 2001 or 2002.
So kind of the circular wing eagle type of deal, right?
Yeah, sort of. I liked it. I thought it was a good looking belt. It looked like a heavyweight title belt. It was cool looking, and I would, if I was around that era where I would have had a lot of money, I would have bought it.
Okay. Oh, Riz. Riz. There's.
Well, yes, I'm here. One of the best belts the only belt that I ever purchased, and it was because I liked it, was the Smoking Skull belt.
Nice.
Even though, let's be real now, it wasn't the actual replica belt. It was more of the styrofoam formed belt.
Okay.
And
The kitty one.
yeah, the kid belt.
Yeah.
Because I was a little kid back then. But I don't know why, but the belt that I remembered the most was the Hardcore Championship. And how unique that looked. With the duct tape and the Sharpie written on it, the Hardcore Championship in Sharpie. But it just seemed like the most unique title at the time.
Okay. What about you, LB?
Well, I would like to say the hardcore title. I did really enjoy it, and all things attached to it, big hardcore wrestling. But I'm going to throw everyone a swerve, and I'm going to say the TV title in WCW.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That was a good belt. That was a good, solid belt. It was held by some very talented people in its day. TV championships in general, they represent the guys who aren't on top and aren't likely to make it to the top, but certainly deserve championships.
Good workers.
Yeah. WCW TV title, ECW TV title. It was good stuff. And they're titles that people actually try to make mean something. The only other title that comes to mind is the ACW/RWA hardcore title with the chains and shit, because I made it myself. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Doc Remedy still has that belt.
You have to go get it?
Huh?
You have to go get it? Or...
No, he beat me for it.
Oh.
He beat me for it and won it, and I think he come to think of it, he lost it to Dawn Papuga. If I'm not mistaken, but I don't think she claimed possession of the belt. I think it's still in Doc's possession.
Why didn't you use your rematch clause?
Oh, because it was a retirement match. If I lost, I had to retire, and if he lost, he could never get a shot at the title again. And he beat me, and I retired. So.
All right, Chachi, what about you?
Those were fun times.
The black and silver or WWE ECW one.
Oh, the remake they did.
Yeah.
Wow, that was like a big sturdy belt too. Yeah. Like, didn't they make it when like Mark Henry became the champion or something?
It would hurt.
And then he lost it like 2 months later.
Oh yeah.
Big Show had it for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
And didn't Matt Hardy have that one too?
We don't talk about that.
Mike gets shot for that one.
I've been a fan of. I'm gonna go indie on this one. I've always been a big fan of the Super Indie belt.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one.
Local, of course, but it looks nice. It looks nice in person. Really good for this is their. I don't know. It's their secondary belt. It's like I can't think of another secondary belt that matters as much as that one. Really. So, all right. So, what's your belts?
It's the only one that. Well, before it was changed to that like the new format, it was the only one that was yearly given out.
Yeah,
and there was going to be a new champion yearly, at least once a year.
From the chat room, Mad Mike likes Edge's rated R spinner.
Edge's Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Wheels, Wheels likes the Winged Eagle and the Undisputed Championship. I'm a fan of those too.
The Undisputed I really enjoyed.
And Cars likes the $5 wrestling heavyweight belt, so I could put it around my smooth belly.
Smooth belly.
So there you go.
Can I throw out an honorable mention for Mark Henry's belt extender?
Like for the World Championship?
Yeah, when he had it and wanted to wear it around his waist, and they're like, "Well, let's make some extra."
Or just the
snaps
extender
and shit.
The extender itself.
Not the belt.
I mean just the extender.
Bobby puts in the chat room the Tramp Stamp Championship of the World.
There you go. And with that, let's go to Mad Mike's Minute of Mayhem. Ba, ba, ba.
Greetings, Mayhemers. It's Mad Mike once again with your Minute of Mayhem. Okay, as you can see, I'm at work again. But I did get to see Raw last night, and holy fuck was that a weird elimination chamber. I want to point out that Ryback and Tamina got defeated with the same move, which is odd in itself. Jack Swagger won, so we're gonna have Racism Mania, it seems like. There's a lot of weird shit that's going on. I mean, It looks like we still might get Ziggler Jericho, which is good, but I mean, I don't know when Swagger's going to cash in now. I hope he cashes in at Mania. That'd be awesome. Let's see. WWE, you need to stop giving me false hope that there's going to be a triple threat match at Mania, because you know how badly I want there to be a triple threat match at Mania. Next week, like, I kind of felt bad for the crowd at Raw last night, because they were just told a whole lot of awesome stuff that's going to happen next week. It's a little weird. But other than that, TNA happened. I forgot to mention this, but Bobby Roode and Austin Aries are tag champs. That's a good thing. Another good thing that's gonna happen this week involves the Knockouts division. But anyway, I won't spoil anything. Yeah, so the new WWE Championship looks like shit still. I saw the one that they had on Shop, and I mentioned this on the Facebook page. I think if they changed the side belt and the front plate, like if they reverse those two and that's what the belt looked like, I think I'd be cool with it. But I don't know, it just looks kind of like a giant home plate or something, and I don't like the little character icons. I don't know if that's only for The Rock, which knowing WWE very well might be. Or if you're gonna get like Cena's little thing, or Punk the fist with the X, or I don't know. I read this somewhere. It doesn't seem very timeless if every time someone new wins it, the actual design of the belt changes. It's different than a nameplate. I don't know why they took the nameplate off, but I kind of missed the nameplate, and it hasn't even been gone yet. But yeah, other than that, I think that's been it for the minute this week. Peace, bitches.
Thanks, Mad Mike, for that minute of mayhem. I don't know what comes next.
This is what comes next. What comes next is the comments from the unwatched matches.
Oh.
Masses, LB. Don't you know how the show works?
Is this the part where we say what we learned in wrestling this week?
No, that's later. No, we're not doing this yet.
Is this the start?
I will mute you all.
Over?
No, this is the time where we pet dogs.
What about can we pet cats? Come here, buddy. Come here, Watson.
I love that Jaji's mic went down.
Can we pet kitties? Is kitties okay?
If you want.
Oh,
Ollie, come here. Come on.
Yeah.
Come
okay. On. No. Comments from the unwashed matches. Riz, since you're in the
masses.
Since you're in the Bobby slot, can you read them?
I'm in the what?
You're in the Bobby slot.
Bobby slot.
Well, I don't have the dog.
Then fine, I'll do it.
Yeah, you never sent me anything, Sword.
No, I said Bobby, you should be on there, man. Bobby.
I see it. I can do it if you want me to, Sword.
Ooh, Santino Marella got his neck worked on.
Ooh. Bobby, of course, started this a little bit ago. Comments from the unwatched matches. The crazy crap he finds.
God damn it, Sorg, every time.
What?
Mass.
What?
Masters.
Anyways, he finds this stuff. Jeez, what? Hold on, I'm trying to parse this
Pittsburgh.
Here. What's that?
So Santino tweeted, "Neck procedure went well today in Pittsburgh. Shouldn't be too long now before I'm back in action. I'm hoping." Pittsburgh is spelled with an H. You fuck. You fake Italian fuck. I hope they accidentally fused some vertebrae they weren't supposed to. Fuck you and your snake. It's spelled. Get off of me! God damn it! Quit jumping on me so I'll shine the laser for you. Just chase it and be happy.
All right, I want to try to get through these. He has this again from Facebook, and these are usually from the WWE official Facebook page comments.
I found it. Go ahead.
Look at the loyal wrestling minions screaming at each other. It is a beautiful thing. You freaking idiots are sitting here blasting homosexuality, all the while cheering for the men who roll around in a ring with nothing but fucking skibbies on. Pile driver equal nuts on the back of the head. Tombstone oil driver equal mouthful of balls and a nose full of ass on top of the end. The idiotic fucking cryberry babies should be watching the freaking Power Rangers or the fucking Doodle Bops. What's a Doodle Bop?
I don't know. Who said that? What's the username?
He didn't attach any usernames or anything like this.
Side note, he has it completely wrong. Pile driver is not equal to
Power
the back of
Rangers
the
are
head.
awesome.
No.
Pile driver equals a 69 position, not nuts.
No,
to the
no,
back of the
yeah,
head.
that's a
If you're gonna
tombstone.
insult us for being
No,
giant
that's a
gay
tombstone. That's a tombstone.
What did he say about
but he
balls
says
on the back
pile
of the head?
driver equals nuts to the back of the head.
It is if you look at it.
No, it's a 69.
No, that's a tombstone pile driver.
Wait, no. But it's not. Oh, okay. Well, it's not the back of the
A
head.
power driver is just farting in a guy's face.
And that's why it's illegal in wrestling. Also, he has on here one from says the championship looked good, but it could have been better. It shouldn't have had those damn bull logos. And that's in response to a photo gallery for Tamina.
I got one.
Oh, these are apparently both
to
in
a
response.
Photo gallery for Snuka.
The Rock, the Booze.
Yes, Rock the Booze.
And thanks to Alex for 2 of these entries. So with that, thank you, Bobby, for comments from the unwatched matches. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know his context.
You can't say masses.
I don't.
You said matches and then corrected yourself by saying matches.
I have a speech impediment. I have to disappear for 6 months, but I'm afraid I'm going to come back racist.
No, you're gonna go to Mars and you're gonna find Mars stuff, Mars like rocks and shit.
It's a bunch of different faces around here I don't like anymore.
You can go back in time, fight Nom with Zeb
Oh,
Coulter.
I'm going to fight Nom.
And you're gonna use your you're gonna use your moon rocks because no one knew about moon rocks back then.
So, Doc, tell me about Elimination Chamber. Did we like this show?
It was okay.
Are we done talking about the title?
You want to talk about the title? We'll talk about the title. Are we happy with the title? We talked a little bit about the title.
I like it a bunch.
You like it a bunch?
I like the title.
I think it's a good time.
I really like the new design. It's good.
Okay, good.
I think what most people were upset about, and I was kind of too, is what Ciro said, or someone else, or someone said in the email about how CM Punk held the title for 434 days, and The Rock has held it for 2 months, and he gets the.
No, he's holding it for a month.
He made one title. I was more mad that he made.
And he was the one who unveiled it, and the sentiment was, "Oh, this guy. This is The Rock. He's not going to do anything with this belt. Why is he doing this? The belt looks stupid. I'm mad."
Nope.
But,
yeah, that was the thing I had a problem with. The thing I had a problem with was he made one.
You had a problem with everything.
Listen, hold on. The thing I had a problem with was he made one tile defense at the Elimination Chamber, and he gets a marching band party.
We're not talking about the parade party right now. We're talking about the belt.
I don't mind the belt. I think it's a cool idea if they change out the little things on the sides to whatever wrestler corresponds.
It'd be cool if every time he wins a match, they give him another marching band.
No,
so we'll get like one every month or once every 2 months,
something like that.
I
disagree. For like 2
months. I disagree completely with what Ciro and Riz are saying.
Okay,
100%.
Okay.
Wait, no. I like the belt.
No, you said that you agree with Ciro in that The Rock.
I did not say I agreed with Ciro. I just said I can see where they were coming from. I don't think that way, and I think that they are wrong as well. I'm not saying that they were right. So go ahead.
I think The Rock debuting the belt was the perfect thing.
Okay, it was time. It's the biggest champion they've had in a while, right? So why not?
It's not even that, but CM Punk is not the right wrestler to debut a brand new title belt.
No.
CM Punk is straight edge. He lives a very low lifestyle. His most important possession is his comic books and his weights.
Mike Knox.
He said that himself.
Mm-hmm.
So giving that man an opportunity to display a belt that he really doesn't care about, other than the fact that it makes him best in the world is pointless.
I think my thing is not necessarily from the fact that he's only held the belt for 2 months and he debuted this title. I think the fact is, does anyone else think that Rock's going to hold the belt past Mania?
No, not really.
Not really?
Be surprised if
So
he does.
I don't see why he's going to debut that when he's really only going to hold the belt for like a month and a half now.
Yeah, but
it
it's
doesn't
still
matter if he debuts it.
Yeah. It's just because of
Okay,
debut.
yeah,
It's
if
the
they-
biggest
they're gonna
stage, going into it. So that's good.
Yeah, it's the biggest stage going into it. The Rock is unfortunately going to have the most eyes on him, putting the title out there.
Live in
And
the moment,
that
man.
actually-
Live in the moment.
That actually does bring up a good point because technically Miz did change the title too, going into Mania. Remember?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
It's like I'm gonna switch this around.
Rated R. Edge only had it for like a month, right? And he
Mhm.
changed it to the Rated R belt.
That's true.
So, Rock's run with the Brahma Bowl Championship was probably only a few months, if I
And,
recall.
if it goes to where like the things on the side change out for the wrestlers, then yeah, that's fine.
Mhm.
If it's going to stay with those Brahma Bowls, then that's going to be kind of weird.
It's
Yeah.
not going to.
No, it's going. They're going to do
not
something
going
with that.
to.
Hey, we're not going to know until they get another championship. When what do they do with that?
Well, even if they change it per superstar, or if they change it back to the way the belt is supposed to be, it'll change. Because even the replica one on the website, that ironically I got an email about minutes after he unveiled it when I was watching it this morning. Even the one on the website has the screws in it that you can take out the side plates to replace them. And that one was American flags. That one wasn't Brahma Bulls. So
That's cool. And
So
I do agree. I do agree with a lot of people who are saying that it's like we talk so long about when are they going to finally change the belt? They changed the belt. Don't get angry about it.
No,
Like-
I don't think I'm not angry about it. I'm like, all right, that looks that looks all right.
I think
It's all right.
plate looks. I think the plate does look weird with the whole leather back.
Here,
But
okay.
I'm not
No.
like
I
vehemently
think
against
the leather
this.
belt adds to it. It's that
Yeah.
good contrast because the WW is so bright and diamondy, and the background is black. It's really good.
So
I think it's really well done.
Here's what it looks like. The one up on the shop that you guys were talking about.
oh, it's a W. It's not a flag. I thought it was a flag.
It's it's gonna get the world thing and everything. I like that. I like that better than the Bulls. I accept this. The only thing I miss is the lack of the nameplate going on.
Nope.
But otherwise,
You don't need a nameplate.
no, not really.
The
not
person
really.
carrying the belt knows whose it belongs to.
Yeah.
Everyone in the company knows who it belongs to.
And the nameplate was a carryover from when they brought over their WCW belt.
Right.
Really. And they started adapting that onto their other belts.
That
Because they're like,
belt
"Oh,
is
that's a good
clean
idea."
and simple.
But-
and like I said on Twitter, it says, "Fuck you, I'm the champion."
Yeah.
It's
And
not.
huge.
looks-
I love that it's huge.
Yeah.
It's not the spinner belt, which I'll admit, for a while was an awesome idea.
Yeah.
Like,
But it should have been a short-term idea.
yeah,
when-
they
when-
should have replaced it a while
When
ago.
Cena went to SmackDown and picked up the world title, they should have changed the spinner
Right.
belt to something else.
But yeah, this belt is what the championship belt needs to be.
Yeah.
Plain, simple, to the point.
and I feel
I
like
also don't mind like the giant W because opposed even with the spinner belt, opposed to like other belts in the past. If you are a person that like never watched wrestling, and you just go to that and you see that belt, you see that the WWE Championship. You look at the world title that's right now. You don't know that that's a WWE belt, even if you didn't watch WCW. That there's no indication that that's like a WWE belt exclusively.
I'm sorry, I just saw over here an ad on the side of this page for the belt. You can get face masks that are
Yeah, no. You
What?
can get giant faces.
No. These ones are face masks. Like, see the string there? Like, I wear this as a mask.
Why would anyone buy that?
I'm gonna go send all
gonna
of
buy
you.
Bobby.
How many people are in this? There are 6 of us, right? 5, 3, 4, 5. I can't count. And I'm gonna send each of you a Ryback face mask to
So are they, okay.
to
And then-
wear on the show.
Then what we
Like,
need to do is all go to the same restaurant wearing them and just start chanting, "Feed me more."
No, we all go into the Golden Corral wearing them.
Do those things have like eye holes or something? Like
No.
No.
that's kind of
Just
weird.
walk
No.
into walls.
Nope. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. There's a warning
Yeah,
label where
we
the eye hole should be.
do Is
So
everybody send Bobby the Randy Orton one
Out of nowhere.
out of nowhere, all over his face. It didn't sound.
Randy Orton just starts. Well, yeah, that doesn't sound good. Randy Orton just like pops up with the mask. Like, no.
Out
Out of nowhere.
Oh, maybe.
Could have fun with that. Anyways,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm all right with the title belt. That's fine. I just wish they'd bring back.
I think it's a sweet ass title belt.
Yeah, it's good.
Like if I had $500 to drop on it, I'd buy it.
Will says he's getting his.
He needs to bring it to a show.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it. I want to hold it. I want to steal it.
You are the tag team champion.
I may not hit a black or a cripple, but I will steal their titles.
A black? Did you say a black?
Yes.
Did you really?
You made
I
a hit
would
a
eat a
black.
Oh no!
Abe.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
no.
I don't think that's allowed.
Oh no, I did it to his face on Saturday. It's fine.
I don't think that makes it okay.
Wait,
I'm pretty
No,
sure. that
remember
doesn't
what
make
we
it
said?
okay.
We said we would run all black jokes past Wheels to find out if he's offended or not. And if he's not offended, it's okay.
That's a thing I like to say in private.
Oh, well, it's very public now.
Very good.
You
Very
racist
good.
fuck.
Speaking of racist fucks, how about some Fox News stories here?
Oh, great.
Look who picked it up. Look who picked it up. Okay, now I have without.
a half table full of fucking morons.
Are they supporting it?
Can you give me? Or should I
No.
just bring this up?
Just play it.
No, because they think they're making fun of the Tea Party.
Named Zeb Coulter. And given this is TV, you know they avoided the stereotypes. Just kidding, he's a bigot. Roll tapers.
We have allowed a bunch of greedy, selfish, criminal delinquents to cross our borders and rob this great country of all its wealth. They drive across
Yeah, we saw
our
this.
borders with a carload full of kids, live 22 in an apartment with their hands out, looking for a handout.
He speaks to me. Anyway, I can't blame the WWE. The stereotype they created is really no different than the one pushed by the mainstream media.
Oh, this guy's a
Just a
douche.
bunch of white, angry,
That's
racists
basically
in that
the
Tea
MO
Party.
on here.
Look, I don't follow
is
this sport.
fucking
If I wanna
Fox
see
News. What do you
two-man wrestle,
expect?
I'll just watch the art films I made with Greg Jarrett back in the 90s.
Oh, the wrestling is gay
Dude,
joke. That's
dude.
great,
Other
dude.
stereotypes. I mean, the Tea Party's 4 years old. It's old. Why not go topical? What about Sergeant Homeless? He demands spare change in between suplexes. Or the
I like that
It's
one.
called Dennis Gregory.
And this is when it got
Lotto.
dark.
Are you?
The Occupier. No, wait, that's the same as the homeless guy, just with more poop. Out of ponytail, and he's the tenured twit, an academic who trashes America as.
All right, so Fox News is trying to book wrestling.
See, that's the thing. I don't have a problem with them being.
What's this
upset
guy's
about
name?
it.
Oh, this guy? I don't know. The guy in the
that
pink
guy's name?
sweater. Are you gonna go find him? I don't know.
I want to
Okay.
find him.
See,
I don't
that's the
know.
thing. I don't have a problem with Fox being upset about it. The thing that annoyed me about that is they spend like 5 minutes
Oh.
coming up with what would your wrestler name be and what would your finisher be, and it's like watching like my grandparents sit around who think I'm an idiot for watching wrestling and I think I should do something better with my time.
It's like
Like,
watching.
it's those kind of
It's like
people.
watching a really bad podcast
Hey,
filmed in a basement.
Hey, whoa.
Hey,
whoa.
I would just like to point out that most of what Zeb said wasn't wrong.
No.
Throwing it
Oh,
out there. Throwing it out there.
They're also the same kind of people that think every wrestler has the word "the" in front of it.
You know, I'm just throwing it out there. Hate to be that dick, but Zeb wasn't lying. Most of what he said
If
was
you're
true.
offended by that, then whatever. Like,
I mean, there are a bunch of
don't-
immigrants that come over 20 in a van and live 30 in an apartment. Sorg,
Why are
you
you?
can-
Why are you swallowing that mic there?
I like it.
also, I love that they
Because-
point out.
I think Chachi's just trying to suck up because he was spotlighted twice last night or on Sunday. On Sunday,
What?
Yeah, fuck that.
What
What?
happened?
when I went out to smoke at
The police spotlighted you.
twice. All I was trying to do was smoke a cigarette in a dark backyard.
Not
In a
suspicious
very,
at all.
very
No.
bad. No, kind of
But
bad.
no, like I just find it weird. Like, oh, you're gonna point out that they have this character that's a bigot. Like, WWE's faces have done a lot of racist shit, and no one talks about that.
You know what? Why don't you go tell them? Why don't you get on Twitter's WrestleFan? Why don't you do something about this? Be like, hey, Fax News, tell me. Why don't you talk about? Tell me about Fox.
News.
Tell them Fax News, Fax in like the '80s.
Unwatched
Why don't you
matches.
go show them the clips of Sheamus being racist to the Mexicans? You know,
Yeah,
why don't you
Sheamus-
go show Fox News how it is, and maybe you'll get on there and plug the Mayhem Show.
But you know,
Wrestling Mayhem Show, what up?
this is a weird thing because when this happened, the video happened, and we saw he had his own YouTube account.
Yes.
Zeb Coulter. We saw Zeb had his own YouTube account, and he was like doing all this.
We all subscribe.
We all said we should send this to Fox News. And somebody sent it to Fox News. This is like our.
It was also fun watching the views of that video while it was being played on TV, raised from 46 to 176. And where is it now? Hold on a second. Why can't I find it now? I'm sorry.
Phil.
I'm sorry. Google failed me. Google failed me.
Hey, here, let's take a quick poll, chat room included. When you guys discovered that he had his own YouTube channel, how many people subscribed to it immediately?
Me.
I hope the people around me didn't say,
people.
"What are you into now? What is this as a demonstration of your politics?" I'm sorry.
We the people.
Yeah. and again, I'm kind of like, you know, how Cars says he's doing it right now. And you know, I worried last week that we seemed as five white guys on a podcast too excited for a racist angle in WWE. You know, so but still, we're like, this is going to be.
But I'm not excited. I don't think I'm necessarily excited because it's racist. I think I'm excited because Jack Swagger is getting a fucking
Swagger.
push.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be not boring. They did something, you know, off the wall, that they made this dude a YouTube channel where he's doing like these. Is this even Tea Party? Is this?
It's not racist.
It's not Tea Party.
It is not racist.
I don't think it's even Tea Party, right?
No.
No.
It's not even racist.
No. I mean, it's going to be looked at that way. It's one of those things.
And now that he's fighting a Mexican, it's going to. But
yeah.
overall, the ideals that Zeb is pushing and that Jack are pushing isn't racist.
Yeah.
Because that everything he said could be applied to anyone of any color.
Yep.
Yeah.
A bunch of Canadians, highly unlikely, but a bunch of Canadians could pile into a van.
Canadian son of a bitch!
Could
The
pile
thing is,
20
though,
in a
like-
van and share 30 in an apartment right up the street from
And
Store.
you know how those Canadians up the street from me.
I do
Do we
think
have an influx of
with their
Canadians?
No,
here?
you
In this
have an
neighborhood?
influx of
I don't
Mexicans.
have
I do think it does have to do with race, though. But I do.
It's not.
But they can expand it beyond that because I guess that's type of character that Zeb is playing. The thing is, Swagger needs to just go straight singles. They never need to put him in in a tag match or it's one of those thrown together tag matches you see on Raw or something, because anyone he could say that anyone that he is teaming with would also be a sympathizer of those kind of people they're against.
Why wouldn't you do that? If he loses the tag match, he can blame that guy for being a sympathizer to the
Well,
cause
you want to
he's fighting
team with him.
against.
They can put together a match, but they need to note the fact that he doesn't want to team with this guy because he's a sympathizer. His beliefs come first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm just
Still
saying that's
not
how I think
racist.
I'm just saying that's how I think it needs to be done.
They should team him up with Cesaro.
Right. If they team him up with Cesaro and he has no
That'd
problem
be
with it,
amazing.
then that's a problem.
That would be amazing if they did that. Really.
But that's the thing. No, Cesaro
They can make that work though.
Cesaro's anti-American, but that's the thing. Zeb and Jack aren't anti-American. They're anti, people saying that or trying to make America different than what it was, and that's exactly what Antonio is doing. Mm-hmm. He's saying America is horrible. I'm making it better because I'm from this more refined country.
They are both heels, and both are trying to make America better.
Mm.
Where do you see? But
the way in which to make America
they are
better
both
is
heels. They are both trying to make America better.
No, that's how I swear.
One just so happened to be foreign.
No, they're gonna feud. I think eventually they are gonna feud.
United States champion.
Yeah, he's the United States champion because he's trying to make U.S. better because he's foreign. These guys aren't foreign, and they do not like foreign people.
But they're heels.
So we'll see how that goes. It's still a fun thing to kind of like get behind and everything. So yeah, that's cool. So, all right. Anything else you want to touch on here before we head out of here this week, guys?
Mania's coming.
WrestleMania.
Hey, can we point out that there's a chance that the Royal Rumble will mean nothing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a good... Yeah. So...
Absolutely nothing. Will, Lunchbox, you listening?
I'm listening.
Your favorite pay-per-view event could possibly mean absolutely dick.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Okay. I just wanted to point that out to you because, yeah, the Royal Rumble could mean dick.
This has been something they've been doing, like saying, "Oh, I'm going to put my money in the bank on the line," and stuff like that. Like
it doesn't make it right. It's
no,
dumb.
It doesn't make it right. I hate every time they do it.
It contradicts everything that they're trying to do.
It does because it's like
winner gets the main event title shot at WrestleMania.
Unless we change our mind, he's going to lose it in a match because he got talked into it.
Yeah.
I
seriously,
think it's an elaborate way
miss
to shoehorn Punk into a triple threat match.
Yeah,
which is still
it'll have some kind of screwy ending to the match, and Punk will find his way into a triple threat.
But seriously, I missed the opening segment, and when I came into the hangout, I was asking, "Wait, so why did Cena put his title shot on the line?" And you guys said basically because
he's never beat CM Punk.
Yeah. Yeah, he turns into like, ha, I tricked you into putting that on the line for pride.
Yeah.
And that's it every time. It's like, well, you got that thing, but you did beat me. I mean, that's what it always is.
Hey, you never beat me. You never beat The Rock. Now beat us both. Ha ha, Puppet Master.
Either way.
But
dumb.
But also, I guess the big news thing about Mania is that next year's Mania is in New Orleans.
Yes.
How do you guys think about that? Some are very against that. Some are very for it.
I think it's another year where WrestleMania is happening in a city.
Exactly.
The end.
At least we know the Undertaker entrance is going to work.
Get it? Super Bowl joke.
Oh, you're going to hear the last of that.
But no, I think it's cool.
Yeah, whatever. It's kind of like it's breaking the tradition that every 10 they go to Madison Square Garden. But I can understand that. They've kind of become a bigger thing than Madison Square Garden can do.
Exactly. They've been doing, how many years have they been doing it?
They do it in the Garden, and how much money did they leave on the table at that point in ticket sales? And then it doesn't feel as big.
Mad Mike, last night they were in Shreveport. They weren't in New Orleans. That's why they were so quiet.
They weren't in Shreveport. They were in Lafayette. I know this.
I heard Shreveport from someone.
I know this because The Rock said it 14 times in the first 2 minutes of his promo.
So, either way,
and he said it long and drawn. Lafayette. or something like that.
He
it's
added
cool.
the A on it.
It's
too.
another big stadium they haven't been to yet, and they're going to do that tour. And it really has become like the Super Bowl. It's another big thing for them. It's New Orleans growing and saying, "Hey guys, we're here." And it's going to continue. I think that's great for them. So yeah, I don't have any other opinion of it. Until they drop one of those into Heinz Field, which it's not big enough for them to do it. I don't think. I'm not going to be terribly excited for it. Unless it's somewhere God, where I'm only excited if it's somewhere I can get to, like New York City this year. It's great, I can go this year, right? I kind of still kick myself for not going to Detroit when it was there, or Chicago.
The only place they could have it, but they won't because it's out of the way, is in State College.
You think
in Beaver Stadium?
I still don't think it's big enough.
But that's still not. No, I don't.
No.
That's the other big stadium that Pennsylvania had.
Have they done in the last 5 years? Have they done a place that wasn't an NFL stadium?
Nope, not in the last 5.
Remote. Okay, the Safeco Field was a baseball stadium, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, but otherwise, they're this is what they're looking.
Beaver
at.
Stadium's bigger than Safeco.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, but Safeco was a few years ago. Now they're hitting the bigger stadiums. So I don't know. What else is left from there? I mean, they got at least 32 cities with NFL-sized stadiums. They'll keep south. They're only going north because it's New York City. And that's the only reason they're going to go that far north. And
that's the thing. Why
notice
would they
how far into April we pushed WrestleMania.
Let's be serious here. It's actually New Jersey.
Yeah, that's the thing. But it's pretty much, they're billing it as New York/New Jersey.
Well, all the good stuff's going to be in New York at least. So
yeah.
All right, on that point, we got to get out of here. Tell me what you learned in wrestling this week, Mr. The Riz.
I learned that my prediction was right.
Oh?
And the Harlem Shake videos are now over. Because WWE did theirs.
And TNA.
Well, kind of did theirs.
And wrestling is Hart, who did it so much better.
My nephew's wrestling team just did one.
Awesome.
So
is it Awesome or Hart?
Or actually, I think it was Art.
Yeah, it's Art.
So it's
one of those.
I thought you said Hart.
Hart.
But yeah, Titus O'Neil, Caitlyn.
Yeah.
I think I saw Michael Cole in the background. Mae Young's hand.
Wrestle fan?
I learned that it's really odd when the most entertaining stuff I've seen from divas in the past 6 months was Naomi and Rosa Mendez.
Mm-hmm. Does that just break your head?
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Exactly, right?
It's good. And it's consistently good. I don't know why they aren't doing that more.
Why were we hiding this? So, Papa Lunchbox.
I learned that it's shaping up that this will be the year without an Undertaker.
Can only hope, right? He's not on the promos anymore, is he?
Nope.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking this year off.
I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad at all, really. Chachi.
I learned that
you witnessed a lot this weekend.
I don't mind Ryan Mitchell so much when he's a heel.
Oh.
Oh yeah, of course.
Now that everybody hates him.
There.
Yeah, now that everyone hates him and he doesn't spend 15 minutes running around the ring or throwing his clothes at me, I don't mind him so much.
Which he did again.
No.
Didn't he?
No.
Somebody threw a jacket at you, I thought.
No, they threw it in the corner. I just happened to be standing there.
It just looked like it came right out.
I just happened to be standing there.
Okay.
So
if you were a couple inches to the side of where the jacket landed, then you would have just been so angry.
No, if I were standing in the middle of the area between the ring and the ring and the first row of seats, and you throw a shirt at me, that's when I get pissed off.
I'm working.
Everybody throw their shirts at Chachi.
Yeah, I'm kind of working here.
All right. From the
everyone
chat.
in the West Newton crowd, take your shirts off and throw them at Chachi.
Oh no! Have you seen the crowd? No, it was a bad idea all around.
old Asian lady.
Old Asian lady just
share that
threw her tatas at
You
you.
old Asian lady.
Ah,
She was there this week.
was she?
She was hiding.
She was.
She was wearing pajama pants and like a half a bathrobe and a cargo hat.
Oh man, I love going to RWA. Bobby F. J Town learns that Randy Orton mentioned Barney last night. He should learn from Barney and learn to share. Hashtag out of nowhere. Mike learned, or wait, should have been. Oh, he's just talking about Lafayette. Learned that Ryback finally took his first pinfall loss, and it was due to Seth fucking Rollins. Hey. There you go. I forgot to think about what I learned. Oh no. Yeah, more interesting than Raw, downloading your Twitter history and reading that in the Hangout.
We did do that.
We did a lot of that last night. So, yeah. And sometimes, just sometimes, you need a little bit more gasoline to light your barbed wire back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been the Wrestling Mayhem Show. We're at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, Blip TV, Roku, and YouTube video and audio formats. Join us live here every Tuesday around 9 p.m. Eastern at live.sorgatronmedia.com. Whoop, there it is. Hi, it's me. I'm going to wave in a second, right? So you can join us and be part of the chat room, part of the conversation. Tell us what you learned. Tell us other things that I don't dare not share with the outside world, right? Also, drop us a line to that email address at
Good times
at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, 412-206-WMS0. Buy the app WMS Gold on your iOS and Amazon app stores. $1.99. Support the show on all that stuff.
I got the app.
Yeah, you got.
Oh wait,
got,
no.
Oh,
wait.
that's Permanis, wasn't it?
It's
I downloaded that too. Yeah.
No,
It's not the
yeah,
WMS Gold app.
buy the app. There it is.
It works more consistently than the WWE app. I'll put that out there. We should do a video showing you how to use it.
I'm hungry for Permanis.
Everybody go to Permanis for the after party. Thanks, guys. It's been the Wrestling Mayhem Show. To our chat room, to everybody else, everybody join us. Thanks, Darcy Dixon, for... I thought I messed up her first name. For joining us and for that interview. Go check her out at Darcy_D_RC Dixon on Twitter and tell her how much you enjoyed it and have your opinions about what we talked about intergender wrestling and Brussels sprouts. We'll see you guys next week. Mayhem Show out.
Just wait.